Hello, hello. Let's talk about buying used decks. Sometimes you have to buy a used deck because it's out of print. You want it. So here are 7 decks that I bought used, and some of the issues I've had. This is my most recent one. This is the Sacred Rose from 1982, A.G. Mueller, U.S. Game Systems, and it's in really good shape. Usually you can tell if there's really good pictures, the color of the cards. If they've been handled way too much, of course this will look tannish or darker. Boxes usually suffer the most damage because of transport, moving them around. This one has a bit of stickiness on it. It's quite sticky, actually. The easiest way is to like rub it on your jeans, but that kind of makes it look kind of weird. I'm not sure what I might do to get rid of the stickiness. I don't want to mess the box up. If this was glass or plastic, I'd use Goo Gone or something, but I can't do that. So maybe I'll just, and I don't want to put it near other decks because it could mess up their box. So I need to figure out something to do. I might just put lint on it just to stop it, because the box is not in, it's not in flawless shape. One of the first used decks I got was this Barbara Walker, and this has a sticker on it where it looks like somehow it got out of the plastic, and this is the first edition of the Barbara Walker Tarot. It's smaller. This one is from 1986. Sometimes you'll see that I don't know if this is on purpose, but it is. I think it's a gradient. Sometimes there's sun damage from where it's been hitting the light. I'm not sure if that is sun damage. Actually, I don't think it is. This one has a sticker on it for resale or just when they sold it. This was practically new when I got it, but it was still considered used because it was open. Then I got the Tarot of the Imagination, which has been redone, but when I bought this, it was out of print. I got this for I think I paid probably a premium for this. I did not get it on a crazy deal. This one has a sticker underneath of it, which has the ISBN, and the box is, got some wear, but the cards were in great shape. The box is actually torn a little bit there. Then Stella's Tarot. This box has been crushed a little bit, but the cards were in great shape. I think I paid a premium for this because this is an amazing deck. I absolutely love it. Hude's Tarot, again, this one's rubbed. Hude's is out of print, and this is from, what year is this? I don't know. Printed in Belgium, U.S. Game Systems. There's a mark there. There's, box wear, but the cards, oh yeah, the top is almost falling apart. Cards are very clean, but usually you get this wear and tear from them being pulled in and out of the box. But the box is, as it gets worn, it gets kind of softer, so it's kind of nice on the cards. It's not as rigid. Amazing deck. I love this. Hold on, what's the date? Oh, 1995, so it's not terribly, I don't think it's that old compared to some decks. And the Prager Tarot, which is an early, this is only 54 cards. This is 1980. I bought this because I'd always wanted to see what this looked like, and it was, since it's not a true tarot deck, a full tarot deck, it was actually fairly inexpensive. I think it was less than $20. So I was excited to get it. This one, box wear, but the cards perfectly fine. I think they look brand new because it's not a deck you would normally do readings with. And this deck, I made a video about this one. This is one of the they printed quite a bit of these. This is by BP Grimaud. I think it's 69 or 68, made in France. They must have published quite a bit of these when they printed them, because they're very easy to find, very thick cards. When I got this, it stunk, so I had to kind of go through the process of airing it out. It just smelled like it had been closed up. And let me smell it again. Yeah, it still has that smell. I tried. I don't want to use dryer sheets. I tried baking soda, like putting in baking soda, spreading it out. I could still try to do that. It just has that kind of musty, closed smell. Not indicative of mold or anything. It's just stinky. Some decks, they just have this smell. Some decks, when you get them, they smell like patchouli, or some, something, somebody's handled them and they've had, oil on them, essential oils or something. That's never a good thing, especially if you're at, you can't stand the smell of patchouli. Maybe it reminds you of some dirty pothead, stinking of patchouli, some crazy hippie. You've had a run-in that, stalked you or something. I don't know, whatever. But I always say, if you can't find the deck new and you want it used, hunt around. eBay, of course, is a great place to find used decks. ABE Books sometimes, Etsy sometimes has them, but really eBay is the place to get used decks, because you never know when you'll encounter a bargain, like getting a huge deck for, I would say, less than 50. Getting a Stella's Tarot for less than 50. Getting a Barbara, even though this has currently been reissued in a 10, getting the original one. This one I got on a deal, and I was, for the condition, I was blown away because I love this deck. Sacred Rose was my most recent purchase. I got it for $23. This is the original edition, not the reprint, and it is currently in print, but I wanted the original one, and I wanted to look at the cards. Let's see how good of... So, I have not opened this deck. This is the first time I've opened it. Okay. So we got some issues with the book. I guess it's been pushed down a little bit. Staples are not rusted. That's great, because that means there's no moisture that's been... Can't really smell anything. Let's see. Let me try to... No? Let's see what order these are in. Okay. Oh, it looks like they're in... Oh, no, they're kind of mixed up. So if they're mixed up, that means they've been handled. It looks like they're fairly... They were in order, and maybe somebody dropped them, because it looks like Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, 3, 4, 5, 6. One thing I don't really believe in that strongly is someone's energy. When you buy a used deck, the energy that's imbued on it. But sometimes you get a weird deck, and it feels weird, and you're like, no, don't want this deck. Go with your gut. Get rid of it. If you're not digging it, get it out of you. You don't want to deal with that negative or whatever vibe this deck is getting off of. But this deck, I feel it if I just hold it. I can feel I don't feel anything, so there's nothing's attached to it. There's no negative. It looks clean. The visual plays in that, of course. Cards look nice. The one thing I do want to make sure is, are all the cards there? I've had issues with brand new older decks that I've taken open, and there's a missing card. So I will definitely verify that all the cards are here. We get the bio card, the title card. If these are mostly in order, 10 of Pentacles, Page, Knight, Queen, Pentacles. Well, I can tell you all the Pentacles are there. Cups, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Page of Cups. It skips to Page of Cups, Knight, Queen, King, Ace of Wands, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then it jumps to 5 of Cups. Yeah, someone loosely shuffled this because 8, 9, oh, and then it jumps to the Sun, the Moon, Star, Tower, Devil, Temperance, Hangman, Strength, Wheel of Fortune, Hermit. We get swords, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Page, Knight, Queen, and King. Oh, then the World's over here. Got Judgment. Okay, then we get Page of Wands. I'll put these over here. 10, Page, Knight, Queen, King. Oh, and then we got Swords. Ace, 2, 3, 4. So, looks like all the minors are there. That's pretty awesome. And I believe Sun, Moon, Star, Tower, Devil, Temperance, Death, Hangman, Strength, Wheel of Fortune, Hermit, Justice, Chariot, Lovers, Faint, Emperor, Empress, High Priest, Fool and Magician. They're all there. Great. Use deck. Definitely make sure all the cards are there, because if you don't have all the cards, you don't have a full deck. You're not working with a full deck. So, title, card, and bio card. So there we go. I will talk about this deck because I haven't. I've only talked about the majors in my little thing I got, my special edition. So I'll leave these here, but I wanted to share my experience with used decks. Mostly it's positive. Of course, I had the Tavaglione Stairs of Gold special signed edition, limited edition of the wooden box. I open it up, the plastic, and I'm missing a damn card. That was weird. I have since replaced it with a card from the regular deck in there, but it's not gilded, but you can't tell, really. So I have a full deck there. Anyway, there you go. Thought I'd share my thoughts on used decks and where you can get them. So thanks for watching.